Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Luke the Legendary 1999, coming to you live from, let's say Twitch. I'll be honest there. So, today, I'm going to show you my hot takes of what is the best arc. Well, I wouldn't say I have the greatest hot takes, but let's go to it. So, I have, obviously, you see behind me, is that I have a tier list, a pre-made one, of course. I'm not going to learn to create something new. I'm going to steal from other people. So what are the best One Piece arcs? Alright, I guess we'll just start from... I guess I should have checked before, but these are like bigger arcs, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, let's get started. East Blue. As you can tell, yeah, he was probably one of the best things there. You have Nami, you have... Actually, Arlong. Arlong's pretty good. Arlong overtaking that song that plays there when the Usopp, Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy walk in to not the bark. I think looking back now, the very beginning is kind of rough and kind of cheesy. I don't like Syrup Village. Don't care at all. And going to the Grand Line is kind of cool. So I'm gonna say it's a B. I'll say like top of B, low A. Drum Island. I can't believe they consider that a whole arc. Drum Island. Well, I like the idea that we learned that it's Goldie Roger, not Gold Roger, like everyone thought before. And we learned of Kureha and the backstory of Chopper, which is very sad, and killing of his adopted father after he ate the human fruit, which I believe it's awakened in my opinion, but it is what it is. So what did I think? I think it's a C. Like everything before, like introductory, Nami is sick and all that stuff, and we meet the townsfolk and you defeat Wappo, and kind of like, yeah, it's okay. At the time it was kind of like cool, but I wasn't like super hyped into it, you know what I mean? Baroque Works. Pretty surprised you don't have Baroque Works as Alabasta. That's how I would call it. Alabasta arc, really. Baroque Works, yeah, you have defeating Mr. 3 and doing the if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be a great statue or something like that. I thought that was cool at the time. A couple other people don't care for that. Well, I think it's okay. Is it better than East Blue? I mean, yeah. I mean, Alabasta. So again, top of B, not A. Skypiea. I like when we first get introduced to Blackbeard. I feel like that's a very good, setup and all that. What? I mean, it's good too. I'll put it in B as well. I like mid-tier B. David Backfight, that's a D. Like, I love Alpha Luffy like everyone else does, but like, I mean, I think he's actually a good villain, Foxy. He's just a sniveling little piece of shit you want to beat the tar out of. But like, it's Water 7's definitely A. With Usopp fighting Luffy and Zoro's like, hey, if you can't keep your idea, or if you can't keep to your merits and change wishy-washy, I'm gonna follow you as captain, or I'll be captain now. He stuck his guns and they fought, and Luffy was like, God damn. And he apologized, and seeing Frankie for the first time, and with all the, CP9 being secretly as, the group that wanted to kidnap Robin, all that, and poor thing. You call Water 7 and Ennie's Lobby the same thing? Well, if you're killing Ennie's Lobby, it's definitely S. Because I want to live! And them shooting the flag, like, definitely S tier. If it's just Water 7, it would be A. But Ennie's Lobby is one of my favorite arcs. The other bark, a lot of people give it a bad rap. I'm going to give it, for me, actually, I enjoyed it. I like the campiness of it. I like the thriller. It's kind of creepy. The Sanji and the guy who tried to kidnap Robin. It's kind of But well, there's nothing more to it. It's campy. I like it. I like the holo fruit or something. I forgot her name. But yeah. I like her character work, and of course she goes along with Mihawk later on, which I think is adorable. So, Sabaody. I think it's C tier. The only thing I care about is when Luffy punched the War Noble. Everything after that kind of was like bored. Like, okay, sure. We'll just get to, you know, it. But then when Kuma comes around and destroys everybody, that's like the best. Actually, okay, yeah, two best parts. I kind of like, you know, the Kuma twice, or the PX0, or it was PX0 then? Or was it PX0 during Thriller Bark? I can't remember. Whatever. They faced the PXs, and them getting wrecked, and Kuma sending them to all this flashback. Where's the flashback arc? But anyways, Summit War. Actually, a little controversial in my take. I'm going to go say it's top of B. So these three top of B. Like, everyone thinks Summit War is like one of the best. For a while, when I tried to join a random Discord for One Piece, that's what I said was my favorite. But it's just like, I don't know. Now it's kind of like, I think it's overrated. Like, of course, Ace dying. Spoilers, I guess. But like, Ace, that's the only thing I knew about One Piece, really, is that Ace died. Like, before I watched Watch Mojo, and their top anime devs, it was on there. 'Cause at the time, I didn't care. I didn't have no interest in One Piece at all. In fact, like, until like 2016, 2017, when I binged it till I caught up to Zoe, like, I had no interest at all. I literally went from not knowing anything to making One Piece my favorite thing of all time. Like, for a while, it was Naruto. It was so drastically different. And I'm like, God damn, dude. But anyways, the whole fight was kind of was okay. Again, where's the Impel Down arc? Man, god damn, dude. I like the Impel Down better because you get to meet, you know, Barkov, or, you know, the non-binary person that has the power to hormone fruit that makes people change their sex and gender right then and all to stop. I guess sex is what it is. Like, just like poking them or whatever, and having, of course, other abilities as well. But I like Luffy sacrificing like 10 years of his life to face like Magellan's like poison fruit. I thought that was so cool. Like, Luffy like getting his ass beat, and that's when I didn't realize, like, to me, Blackbeard wasn't a villain until like the Summit War. Or Marineford, that's what I would call it, but goddamn, yeah, I found Impel Down a lot better than Summit War. Summit War is like all these big fights, blah blah blah. Whitebeard dies, and the One Piece is real that everyone means upon now. It's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Fishman Island, I hate it. I thought it was boring. Hardy Jones was a waste of character. The best moment was when Luffy took out 50k people just by using his Conqueror's Hockey, and just like everything besides that was kind of just like, blah. And that's where a Loki cut up to it too. That was like 600 episode 600 to like 700 is when that was around, and then I was like, I think late 700 is when Dressrosa came around. So I was around there watching on a shitty website, and I was like, God damn, dude, god damn. So, Punk Hazard. I think it's C. I think it's kind of cool showing Law his powers when he took out that one guy that's actually a, you know, Doflamingo subordinate, disguised in the Navy or whatever. I mean, learned his background and stuff there, and he became a part of the Alliance. I don't know. I didn't really like Trafalgar Law until, like, honestly, Wano. Like, I didn't really care about it. I just saw some edgy dude that's popped in there, in and out, and say, it just, Wano would maybe, like, connect with the character. And a lot of people watching One Piece YouTubers talking about it, blah, 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 blah. But, like, yeah, it's okay. In Dressrosa, I actually like. I got more, this is when the point where I was reading the manga more than I was actually, you know, watching the anime at the point. in a Gear 4th, I called it from the very beginning of that arc. And my god, it was so awesome to me. I love the fight with him and the struggle he had to do to defeat Doflamingo. And it's kind of weird that, Trafalgar, like, he awakened his fruit and he couldn't take down, like, look how powerful Trafalgar D. Water Law was against Big Mom in Wano. Like, he should have had that in Dressrosa. Like, he should not get his arm cut off and he put his arm back together eventually, but, like, he should not, have been that weak then. It's, like, it's so annoying that Wano, like, Oda, like, showed a lot of flaws in it. But, I don't know. Anyways, Zoe, yeah, I'll put it there. For me, Zoe was just a filler arc to go into Whole Cake Island. It was when they split up the crew again from Rosa. It was okay. Like, we meet Karen. I thought Karen was going to be the new crew member, but then Wano, was like, nope, she's the leader of Zoe now, and we're going to stay here because Momonosuke is going to be a little whiny bitch for a while because we aged him up just to turn into his adult dragon form, and he's still a child, though, but it is what it is. Whole Cake Island. Hey. Actually, I think it's better than... No. I think Whole Cake's better than Dressrosa because Katakuri is a good fight. Sanji actually became a nice character that actually rooted for instead of just being the perverted chef guy. I was reading that week to week. This is like the first manga I was reading week to week. I mean, I took a break from watching Yale anime at the beginning of college, but when I came back, I caught up to it, and I was reading it week to week. When it was like Big Bomb's backstory. And I was kind of like, damn. And I caught up to One Piece anime again, and I lived ever since. I mean, caught up every weekly since Whole Cake Island. I can't remember them leaving, and I was like, oh my god, it's awesome. And then the Reverie was after Whole Cake? I thought it was after... I guess it was, yeah. Reverie, to be honest, I'm going to give it an A. I'm going to rejudge this for a bit, but Reverie's an A because we learned the bounties of everybody. We learned about Im-sama. We learned about the real, like, he was the real, or the real monarch of the world, or something like that. But I just don't understand. This is like literally 9 pages long, and they don't have Impel Down, which was like at least 50 episodes. Like, god damn, dude. And Alabastas, and we don't have like Whiskey Peak in that, just Baroque works. But anyways, even though I complain about Wano, I still think is S tier. Even though this is the most less detailed we got about anything. A lot of like annoying stuff happened, but I feel like Wano was where Oda like peaked in like at least his art style and storytelling. Yeah, some of his characters got shattered to the wayside, like Yamato should have been in the pirate crew. Like we sure saw Zoro go to the grave for Kuma or Uma. I forget. Like, we sure saw Zoro go to the grave for Kuma or Uma. I forget. The sword he had for a long time, he gave back to, the Momonosuke's family. I forget. Curious. You know what I mean. They're family. And, okay. Now since everything's here, I gotta find a different list. Like, seriously. Okay, think about it now. I don't know. Skypiea felt like a different anime in my opinion. Think about it now. I probably should have cut it and came back, but we could adjust a little bit. Fishman Island. I hated Fishman Island. I hate that character. She's such a whiny bitch. I liked her mom a lot better, and she died. I hate the lady that said Luffy's going to destroy everything and just made the whole story annoying as shit. This is overall pretty even, like a even distribution. Unless it's B and C. I mean, One Piece is my favorite thing of all time, don't get me wrong. I'm just like, did I see Water 7 is my favorite? I mean, I really liked Wano, but by the end, I was just so tired, I just wanted to end. which I wish they extended a little longer so we get more information. And just the way Oda ended it, it was so bad. It was just like the only thing I liked is that seeing Green Ball for the first time. I thought Green Ball was going to be the other admiral, the guy who cut his eyes to blind. I forget all their names. Okay, so I'm going by enjoyment. This is like statistically what probably a lot of people would take. I just can't believe Drum Island was literally a whole arc for them in Reverie. Like, there's the most shortest ones here. You know what? I really think this is it. Water 7's... It's like... Water 7 / Enies Lobby. I think it's the best. I really think it is. It made Luffy feel like a badass, even though how he won was kind of like the end of Wano versus Kaido. It's kind of like... It was kind of stupid. Like... Obviously, like, they could have prevented it, but anyways, so that's my tier list. Thank you for the sponsor I have, and make sure you get, if you want funny gift cards made by cheap, just make it as a gag gift for the holiday / birthday, go check them out. So